What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Conversation Lab. I'm D House here with Mike and Jay, ready to talk Galactics and all things Star Wars Unlimited. Jim's still dead. Mike, thoughts?
It's a very sad.
It's sad.
Nobody knows what happened,
Yep.
and somehow he just keeps coming back and then dying again. So
Yeah, there were
he's got
accounts
to
of
tell
people
some
seeing
tricks.
him at Galactics, but I don't know.
I wasn't one of those.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Jay, thoughts?
The meme's still alive.
There we go. All right, we got our members only in the chat. We got so many. I don't want to start reading them off because I
There's
will
just so
miss
many.
somebody, and I don't want to offend. But
Thank you all to the members who are in the chat. You're the real ones.
The real ones. We got some. We're gonna talk all things Galactics. We recorded a live podcast while we were there.
Yep.
We got video bombed by Inception, as one does.
Yep.
And it was kind of chaotic because we had a bunch of spoilers that we were getting live, and the top 8 hadn't even started at that point. I don't think. There were just so many things happening. So now we are back. We've had some time to process the event. We have some thoughts, and we're going to talk about those thoughts. But that's the plan. And then we've got a little announcement at the end, right, Jay?
Yeah, we can do it at the end. That's fine.
All right. Before we jump in, make sure you check out unplayable.gg. Jump in the members only club. Grab your participants. Let's dive in. Fellas, 0 to 10. Rate your Galactics experience. Go.
9 out of 10. Easy.
I think 9's accurate. I struggle to not say 10, but 10 would mean that there's
It's
like
perfect,
nothing
right?
that could be improved,
Right.
and there were definitely things that could have been improved. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'm a 9.5.
Let's go.
Just because I want to be above you guys.
I'm fine with that.
9.6.
9.61. All right. Yeah. So let's. Again? I'm just gonna apologize in the front end because I'm like I don't remember everything we talked about in our live podcast.
I don't remember everything that happened at Galactics.
Why did we wait 2 months to do this podcast episode?
You're telling me, Coach.
It's 2 months. It is.
Y'all are the ones
that
got
if
like
we went
schedules.
to Gen Con?
Oh
man, if we went to Gen Con,
yeah, I know.
Like
I was very glad that I was not at Gen Con this whole weekend.
Man.
I was like, oh, thank goodness I'm not traveling.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
It's tough.
Maverick says 8 out of 10 only because I didn't get to play Twin Sons with y'all. Yeah, that's a good way to lose points.
And I did play a lot of Twin Sons over that weekend, so I've played more Twin Sons games than standard games in the last
I've played exactly 0 Premier games at Galactics.
I guess exactly I did 0. Play 8, but still.
I played 2 to help Jay prepare for the event on Thursday because we got there at 8:30 a.m. on a Thursday.
You had a perfect 100 ratio. 2-0.
That's right. I'm undefeated in Premier the last few weeks, guys. I drafted a bunch, played a bunch of Twin Sons, saved the world from some Marvel villains.
Oh yeah,
the Hood.
And I've watched a lot of K-pop Demon Hunters in the last 4 days since I've been here.
Same.
Back.
I watched it on the plane, and then I watched it when I got back with my wife, who was really mad at me that I watched it without her.
I got back, and my daughter had seen it already, and so she was like, she's in that watch it on repeat stage.
It's so good.
It is so very good. It was very good. David's not seen it, so
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The animation and all of the music were like S tier.
Yeah, very good.
So, the animation was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, and Clockwork is saying all the songs are bangers. I 100% agree.
Evidently, the both of those bands, Huntrix and Soulja Boys, are the top 2 on the leaderboards for K-pop right now, like
awesome.
over there.
That's awesome.
And they're not even real bands.
That's so good. You should watch it, David. It is.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, it is a Netflix movie called K-pop Demon Hunters. It is a movie about this group of K-pop group who fights demons, basically. But it's like it's a kids movie. Like it's rated PG. It's The music is awesome. The animation incredible. Storyline's really good. Like it's not like scary demons. It's like they're kind of silly, but yeah. At least in
It's
my
very
humble
reminiscent
opinion.
of like Spider-Man animation,
Yeah.
which is made by Sony, so that's probably
Yeah.
why.
Same.
So
Yeah. So
I
good.
totally believe you guys.
So good.
They do have Lavubus, so no, I'm just
All right.
kidding.
Okay, we're getting back on track here. Star Wars Galactics was great.
If Jay and
Yeah,
I can find
I
an opportunity
don't
to derail this,
We're
we
going
will.
to.
So
like chat. I need you to keep don't throw fuel on their fire, okay? Don't add to their nonsense. All right, let's start with the main event. Let's just start with the
Okay.
big honking
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and
thing.
get this out of the way real quick. I
Go
went
ahead, Jay.
4-4 and I didn't make day 2. All right, let's go to the next stuff.
And
No, I'm just kidding.
Jim the deceased, he went
Dude,
5-3.
I felt so bad. He was 5-1.
Yeah.
He just needed to win one more out of his last 2 games, and then he 0-2'd the last 2 and didn't make day 2.
I feel so bad when that happens.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
I'd
but
rather
at
lose
least,
early.
like the highlight about that, like it's not as bad this time. I feel like because you get the extra silver packs.
Yep.
And like those are actually going for kind of a crazy amount of money right now.
Yep.
So
It is cool, which I guess we can talk about prize stuff later. Like the value of all this
Yeah.
stuff is actually like not
it's like
terrible.
actually legit. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. But yeah, the main event was fun. I enjoyed. Well, no, I can't say that. It was my least enjoyable part of Galactics was playing in the main event. I'm just gonna say that.
Was that the biggest event you've ever played in though? That was 1,955.
Oh, for sure.
players?
Yeah, I
That's a
don't think
lot
I've
of people.
played in one larger than that.
Yeah.
I also was not like prepped for this event whatsoever. I just played Hantu Blue and hoped that I could like high roll, and then I played against a bunch of mirrors, and those are like all the games that I lost was a bunch of mirrors. But everybody that I paired with were super nice. They were great people. No one was like a jerk. A lot of the people that I lost to ended up making day 2, so that was cool.
Nice.
At least I wasn't losing against like people that are scrubs. But yeah, everyone was nice, and I mean, I had a good time chatting with people. I just didn't enjoy the meta that I was playing in, specifically playing that mirror. Like, I should have just played Han or Kylo, because like, I'd rather play that than have to play Han 2 mirrors.
Yeah. Which you were conflicted on Thursday. The only
I
reason
was
you didn't play Kylo
super-
is because I beat you twice with Hantu Blue.
Yes.
That's a good reason to not play Kylo.
And you
Yep.
said, yeah. But it was Kylo Green, not the Kylo Tarkin Town that
Not the Kylo Tarkin Town.
Yeah.
came out.
That's a
Yeah.
cool deck.
Yeah, so day 1, that's where Unplayable landed. Let's just say that.
There we go.
Day 2 and 3 though, dude. Crazy. Some of the stream games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of that stuff.
I just have to acknowledge the fact that I didn't even know what was happening in the main event until like the top
It was
4.
done.
Like the top 4, I started paying attention. I was like, oh, what decks are in? Like,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy because I
Well, we
always
were
thought I'd
there.
be
We're not going to be watching the stream.
right,
know what I
right.
mean?
I just thought I'd have an ear to the ground on like what's doing well or like who's doing well or some kind of awareness of it. And it was.
I feel like it was like so chaotic. Like it would be impossible to keep up with that.
Yeah, you'd have to like really just sit there and watch a screen.
Yep.
While you're at the event, and I don't know. That just doesn't sound. It was pretty cool in the top cut. Because I left for a bit and I came back and there were so many people crowded near the big beautiful stage. That stage was amazing.
Yeah,
Insane.
it's
like
absolutely
holy
crazy.
smokes. That was like I did not expect that even a little bit. But there were so many people crowded up there. They had a bunch of different TV screens showing the stream. So a bunch of different groups watching it with their teams or just, with people they knew. That whole vibe was pretty cool. That was pretty cool at the end.
Yep. Totally.
But that's it. That's like all I saw.
So yeah, like I was in the same boat. I wasn't keeping up with it at all because we were just doing so much other fun, awesome stuff. And people were talking about like Kylo Tarkin Town's doing well. Kylo Tarkin Town doing well. I had no idea it was a new Kylo. The whole time I was thinking set 2 Kylo Tarkentown was just like dominating the meta. I was like, what is going on? And then eventually later I found out I was like, oh, it's that Kylo. Okay, that makes a
That's
lot more
funny.
sense. So yeah, I was like, okay. I was the same way though. Like we were just
Yeah.
having a blast with what we were doing. So
Yeah.
but it's cool to look at it all now. Like number one, Towson winning the whole thing was not on my bingo card, let alone it being a blue red villain
Yep.
match in the
Yeah.
finals.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Like
Yep.
red hasn't been a top contender in decks
Yep.
except for Sabine. And now we're seeing these decks running red just because of how strong Force Throw is.
Yeah, and Force Lightning.
Yeah.
Like I guess Quinlan. Yeah, I guess if you're
It
running
was still
red,
Force Throw.
if you're running red, it's because you're running Tarkentown or you're running Sabine. So it's like the 3 red decks that existed were like Cad Bane, Tarkentown, Quinlan, Tarkentown, Sabine, red. But like the majority of the time that Star Wars Unlimited has been played, outside of those 3 decks, it's like no one's running red that much. I mean, Churret Tarkentown was a
Yep.
thing at one point, but like no one's really talking about that trash. Uh Yeah, so it's cool to see red
No
popping
one.
up, but it's just because of Force Throw, I think.
All right. Well,
Yep.
let's officially congratulate our Galactic champion Benton or Philip for winning the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
That's a huge
huge.
feat. Travel across the world. I mean that you know and dominate. That's a huge accomplishment. So it's a lot of great people. So congrats to Benton and the whole top 8. Um, it was a pretty diverse top 8. I mean, you've
Yeah,
got. I'm looking at the top 8 right now. Talzin red. That was the only one, and then there's 2 Kylo Tarkentowns, 2 Han, 2 blues, and then Quinlan Tarkentown, Han Pilot Tarkentown, which is kind of crazy, and then the Pilot Vader yellow,
So there
which
were
is
6 out of 8 were Force Throw decks.
yep,
yep,
Sweet.
yeah.
Say something, Mike. Say something.
The card should be banned. I was surprised that they didn't pre-ban that card, and it's dominant, and it needs to go. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
There
it's
you go.
real good.
What
Dude,
about any other
so
force cards?
I actually went back. I don't know why. I clicked on one of our old legendary tier lists. It was the first one we made.
Yeah.
Uh and we were talking about Force Lightning. And Mike said something
Did
along
I
the
say it was
lines
good?
Mike said something along the lines of this is the best single target removal in the game and probably will like be a staple for as long as it's in.
Yeah, that was not
I think it's still
correct.
no, I think that's still accurate. I think
It might be accurate now. It
Force
wasn't
Lightning is
accurate up
insane.
until now, though. Probably.
Yeah. Or we just didn't I don't know. The decks that needed it didn't really exist
They weren't good
at that
enough
time.
to. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But
But
yeah, I think
that
that's still
card's
true.
so good. That card's
Yeah,
so good.
I saw Force Lightning do more work than Force Throw in the stream games in the top 8. Like just killing lurking
Yeah.
ties,
Yep.
killing leaders when they flip, like just absolute
Well, it
value.
also felt like whenever a player needed it, it showed up in their hand.
Yes, that too. That's
So
fair.
that always helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So I think the Force Lightning is a cracked card right now too, man. I mean,
Yeah.
both the top 2 decks were both red villain as
Yeah.
well. So it's
Yeah.
not just Force Throw; it's Force Lightning as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, I hate Force Throw. Get it banned.
Oh yeah, Nathan's saying it was the most out of aspect card he saw played, and it was a staple in Han 2 Blue, which is kind of cool because you can turn on your Anakin ability with that Force Lightning, and
Yep.
it's just a crazy
Yeah, I
powerful
didn't get
ability.
that memo until like it was too late. I had my deck list locked in, or I didn't bring Force Lightnings with me or something. And Force Choke definitely is not better than having Force Lightning. Force Lightning is just like
Oh yeah,
fits that spot so much better.
Mm.
I'm really
Yep.
curious what the price is now because Will's saying that the prices are
Are
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, holy moly.
What is it?
Luckily, I have 4.
Well, okay. There's one copy that's like $5 on TCG Player, And then that's the only non-foil version. The next one is a foil version that's at like $45
That's crazy.
for the normal card. The
That's insane.
hyperspace is at 50.
I
Oh
have a
my
hyperspace
gosh.
That's
version.
actually crazy.
Dude. Okay. I need to see what I have. I
They-
honestly don't know.
they got bought out.
Honestly, sell them. Sell
Yeah,
them.
for
Because
real.
they might be banned soon.
That's a good point.
crazy.
Is there a meta update coming at some point?
There must be. I haven't kept up with like their stream
There was
schedule.
a tweet from Tyler that said like half of the team is going to Gen Con. So likely nothing is going to change in the next like 2 weeks. And he posted that like probably a week ago. So
I'm gonna derail us for 1 second. Did any of you guys hear anything about the Gen Con event that they had that like had the show like all the showcases
Nothing.
and the shiny cards? I heard literally nothing about it.
Yeah, I
Somebody
haven't.
chat. You guys got anything?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
It seems cool. Oh, hang on. They announced something on stream. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I want to know how that event went because I want to do that event.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how it went. I'd be interested to hear because I didn't hear much out of Gen Con this year. I haven't heard like anything.
No.
Well,
yeah.
The stuff that I have heard about was Riftbound.
Yeah, same. That's the only thing I saw.
Yeah. I do feel like most people were pretty exhausted, still. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we got home on Monday and people are showing up to Gen Con on Thursday. Like,
That's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts. So, which theoretically will be the same next year too. So,
yep.
I don't know. I know a lot of people love Gen Con for various reasons, but I had way more fun at Galactics, like astronomically more fun, exponentially more fun at Galactics than Gen Con. So
Before we move away from the meta stuff, one thing that I find super interesting is these decks. I feel like a lot more top tier decks are making, especially this is the Galactic Championship. Like these are like some of the best players, some of the best decks are running a lot of out of aspect cards. So like the Talzin is running Kiadi Mundi, Heroic Sacrifice. And then like Hantu Blues are running Force Chokes or Force Lightnings. We're seeing so much more out of aspect stuff in decks than we ever saw, with the exception of like the double blue decks that were running Bounty Hunter Crew and crap like that for the like end game. It's kind of cool.
I love that.
How much of that is because of Anakin?
Yes, exactly.
Which is cool. Like I like that it forces, well, it doesn't force, but like it encourages people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a cool part of the game to explore in design.
And it's great for like the fact that people are playing Force Throw, so it's like it's super easy way to
you can just throw your own hero card or whatever.
Yeah, if they Force Throw you just get rid of like a Heroic Sack or a Force Lightning. You only take one, and now
and then it's like, okay, I only take one, and my Anakin is online, and so that's super nice. I've played against Talzin a while ago that was playing out of aspect Kiadi Mundi, and I was like, this is just good. It's still good for 6. Like the card is just that insane, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when the game's rules were first posted and they shared the out of aspect rules. I remember I said something like, I can't wait for the day when like the big tournament someone shows up with the weirdest out of aspect stuff, and we go, holy smokes, how creative, how interesting, how whatever. I guess we all needed like Anakin to unlock it a little bit, but I do love stuff like that. It's what makes like Star Wars Unlimited so unique in that you can do that stuff.
Totally.
That the whole card pool is essentially at your fingertips if you really want it to. I love it.
Yeah.
I remember when Mike was judging me for trying to run Overwhelming Barrage in all my green hero decks. I just need Anakin and we're fine.
I was running Heroic Sack in red villain decks to like kill my like swing with my Ruthless Raider, do the undefeated,
that's cool.
and get a card back. Like
that is cool.
Yeah.
Cool
deck. Man. Anything else on meta stuff?
Just congratulations to the whole top 8. You guys earned it. That was wicked to see some of those matches. Congrats to Woo. Where we actually know him like personally. Like we've actually talked to him. I don't think I've ever talked to Philip, or I think I might have talked to Lego Pizza once before, but I didn't know most of the other people that were in the top 8. But Woo killed it on Quinlan Tarkentown. Like that's so sick. I don't think there were that many Quinlan Tarkentowns that were like doing well, and he crushed it. So yeah,
Yep.
congrats to everybody in the top 8 though. You guys are legends for that.
Yep. Next year, Jay, that's gonna be you.
Easy.
You and Jim.
Yes,
Final
sir.
table. That's so good. Is you still want to save your announcement?
Oh, I don't care. Do you want me to do it now?
It could be fun.
Okay,
Just
so
throw it
we
in
have
there.
more people in the
Yeah,
chat
makes
now
sense.
than we did before. So I'm announcing this live to our members. So if you want to get announcements like this live, you should definitely hop into our members, because you get to see this podcast while we're recording 2 days before we post it. This will be posted on Wednesday, guys. So don't mention this announcement anywhere until this podcast goes live then. But we are officially launching the unplayable casually competitive team. Now, I did not prepare a speech for this, and I probably should have. But there will be an announcement that I already have it typed up and everything, so you guys will be able to see it in the Discord and whatnot. But the objective of this team is to give anybody and everybody that wants to be able to play competitively at a casual level. Does that even make sense? That's an oxymoron, right?
It makes sense.
Somewhere to hang out.
It's like a Venn diagram. You know?
Yeah.
Somewhere to hang out, play, get competitive tips, and just like build an awesome community together. Because I feel like a lot of competitive teams are exclusive. They are sometimes can be cliquish, or a vast array of adjectives that I could use here. This is a completely open team. We are not going to limit who can join this. So, if you want to be a part of this, you'll be able to hop into our Discord. We'll have a whole private server for anybody that wants to be on this, or not a private server, but a private channel in our server, we're gonna have all of our competitive team stuff. The only rules of requirements in order to join is, one, you're gonna join our Discord and ping to be able to get the role. You can't be a jerk. You have to be nice to everybody, and then you have to wear our swag when you go to events. Those are basically the only rules. There's no skill requirement. There's no point threshold that you have to maintain throughout the season. You just hop in, you have fun, and you get to be on a competitive team. So we're trying
Yeah.
to fight some of the stigma that exists around a competitive team. And, there are a lot of people that don't have friends that are on competitive teams, or don't know people to be able to get in on competitive teams. So we're going to allow you to do that with us. And who do we contact for more info? I was just about to say that. Will M is going to be the manager for this team. So hop into our Discord. The link will be in the description. And then ping Will M LLIW, so it's Will backwards 31 in Discord, and he'll be able to set you up with the role and all of that stuff. And we'll get to grinding.
Awesome.
A couple of the comments. Clockwork said participants official team uniform now.
Yep.
Obviously.
Nathan said, I have my participants. Does that mean I have my application halfway filled out? Yes,
Exactly. You do. Yep.
That's so good.
Yeah. If you want to have fun and you want to win, this is a good place for you. If you want to win more than you want to have fun, probably find another team.
Yeah. That's not this place. This place is gonna be just inviting, welcoming community. And that's what we want everybody to do and be, while still being able to gain a competitive edge.
Yeah. And if you win Galactics next year as part of the unplayable team, Jay will buy you a Labubu as part of your reward. So, with a K-pop Demon Hunter action figure.
Say more about all these things.
Yeah. On
Wednesday is when this will be
Wednesdays.
announced.
Yeah,
Larry.
Wednesday. Yep.
Yeah, you should
Dope.
wait until this goes
There you
live
go.
before you start paying out.
I imagine Jim will be resurrected and back alive when this goes.
I hope so.
Nah,
I hope
Jim
so.
doesn't use Discord, so he's not gonna be in there anyway.
Oh, true. That's true. That's true. All right. Is everything or anything else on that? You want
No,
to keep
I'm
going?
just super excited about it. I think it's gonna be
All right,
really
guys.
cool.
Let's talk about the most important thing that everyone wants to talk about. Prizes, baby.
Prizes.
Look
Oh,
at
that's
my
so funny.
We did it, guys. We did it. I came home with 4 packs of Mr. Bone sleeves.
I'm just
Two
surprised you don't
two
already
Mr.
have
Bones play mats.
a sleeved deck with those.
Well, I gotta keep these forever in a pack and never use them, right?
That's why I'm
That's
surprised.
what you told me.
No. You just get outer sleeves and you triple sleeve your deck.
Easy.
And then if you guys did not see our live stream on Friday when we played Twin Sons with Brian,
Yeah, please go watch that. That was one of the most fun
epic.
videos that we've done.
I wanted to go back and clip the part
Jay's
where
deck
we
was this
teamed
tall.
up to kill his Ventress.
Yeah, I got a lot of love.
Good.
There's a lot of calls for justice for D House. So.
Yeah, sure there are.
As long as I am in the Twin Sons game, you will never win on our channel for a video or live stream.
We're taking more applications for unplayable members, so
Whoever our fourth in our invite is always going to win.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. Yeah, prizes. Where? All right, Mike, set it up. Go ahead.
What, prizes?
Yeah, prizes, prize wall.
Yeah, prizes were sick. Prize wall could use some work, basically, is my TLDR. I guess, yeah, let's just dive in. I think I want to talk about the prizes first. I think the prizes, like, absolutely were incredible. Like,
amazing.
They look amazing in person, really good selection of different kinds of cards, really cool selection of different kinds of mats. Basically, like if you like Star Wars, there's something for you. Yeah. David is showing off his power action tokens from his top 8 run at Star Wars Destiny World Championships
top 8.
2016.
This is what I got.
2017.
Top 8.
I don't know.
2018.
Whatever the medal says on it, those are them. But yeah, a lot better than those prizes, which nobody wants.
Yeah.
But I think like everything that they did in terms of the prizes, like, was exactly what they needed to do and exactly what they should have done. Like, all those cards are still holding value right now, which is great. Like, that's what you want to see as a person who goes to a competitive event, grinds these prize tickets and walks away with some cool stuff. Like, you want that stuff to be worth something. And yeah, like,
and I gotta give a huge shout out to the people who helped me get the Mace stuff that I wanted. So D-Fresh, Kevin, Will, you guys are legends. I got all my Mace Windu stuff.
You might have heard the story if you listened to our live, quote unquote, live podcast, but I walked up to the prize wall with Jay. He asked for a Mace Windu card. Nico told him that they were out, and Jay was very sad.
I was not happy. That was probably the most depressed I've ever been in my life.
Yeah. Straight up. And so, yeah, thankfully our community is awesome, and Jay got hooked up with those Mace cards. So
yes, sir.
All was right with the world. But yeah, prizes, super awesome.
Yep.
That's all I have to say about that.
We were when they showed off the prizes, you were a little critical.
I was a little critical. I was. I think that they look way better in person than they do online, and I think that's true for almost all of the cards in this game,
and
which
mats.
is kind of crazy. And the mats, yeah. I still think that logo could be like 50% smaller, but it's whatever. Yeah, like it's okay.
These
fine.
aren't as bad.
It's a little big, but it's not. Yeah, it's not
as bad
that bad. But they're nice and thick with the stitched edging.
They're all
like,
stitched. I've never seen Fantasy Flight do stitched.
They feel
mats.
super premium, super premium. So I do like them. I think, yeah, like some of the cards were, like not the most exciting, like Ahsoka or like Invisible Hand, like stuff like that. Like there were some selections that were like kind of
Yeah, but even
meh, but
then,
they still look good.
Invisible Hand isn't played, but it is a pretty good card. Like, if that card ever got a home, I think it would be, like, really good.
It's 100% a card that I want for Twin Suns at least, and I mean,
There
like,
was hold
there
on.
there's like Dooku that you can play it in. There's Piet that you can play it
Yeah.
in.
Ahsoka's
Like
the only one that I'm like, "Yeah, I really don't want this card," even though she's really cool. Like,
yeah, the
the
art's great, but yeah, she's kind of a bad card.
I guess
Um,
Leia, Flying Leia,
Mm,
also not, like, fantastic, but at least it's a legendary.
okay, it wasn't the main event, but there is a there. Maybe it was the Galactic Open. I can't remember where I saw it, but that Piet Red Droid synergy deck with Invisible Hand actually did really well in some big event recently, and it made me really
Nice.
happy because I think
yeah, it's
that's
a cool
where
deck. That's a
Invisible
really cool
Hand could
deck.
really
I mean,
shine.
I think Invisible Hand is just like a crazy card in general. I think at some point it will be really good.
Yeah.
If it's not now, it might be now. But okay, let's talk about the other stuff. So how you got the prizes.
Yeah.
Uh, so when we got there on whatever day it was, I don't remember anymore. But they, at least for me, when I got my badge, they said that they didn't have the side event tickets that were included in the badge purchase, and that I could come back in like an hour and they'd have them. And then I don't think they had them that entire rest of the day.
Yeah.
They got lost or something happened or whatever. I don't know. But they gave away some. And so there were events where they were allowing people to like buy in with cash instead.
Mhm.
But they wanted to get the prize ticket or the side event tickets back that they had already given out. So they were basically allowing people to trade their side event tickets directly for prize wall tickets.
At a
Um,
3 tickets to 400 prize wall ticket ratio.
yeah. So that was sort of the first like point where we were like, okay, something weird's like happening here. Like that this isn't how this should be working. Um, so I think ultimately, like, without getting into too many like details, like getting in the weeds too much, eventually they allowed people to directly swap side event tickets for prize wall tickets at 100 tickets per one side event ticket.
Yep.
And this was on Sunday. But everybody knew beforehand that they were going to be able to do that. So uh, it basically did two things. It put a monetary value on a prize wall ticket, like 1-to-1. So you know that
$5.
$5 is worth 100 prize wall tickets, right? And then it it basically meant that people could go just like buy as many side event tickets that they want and just swap those for prize wall tickets, essentially allowing you to buy stuff off of the prize wall rather than trade in your
Yep.
winnings from the prize wall. And that led to a ton of problems. Um, because if you're a person who's into reselling stuff, doesn't take that much effort to see, okay, these Luke and Vader showcases are going for 5,000 prize wall tickets together, which is a total of whatever, $250 or however much it was. And then I'm going to be able to sell these for more than $250. So
Mhm.
I don't know if this is entirely true, but I heard of a story where somebody went and they bought like thousands of dollars of side event tickets and then just immediately hopped into the prize wall line and traded
Yep.
them in for just like a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Um, I feel like that's a huge problem because it, uh, number one, sort of undermines the integrity of actually playing in these side events and earning the prize tickets when you can just buy them. And also means that the people who did that kind of, took a bunch of prizes from everybody else because on Sunday,
Sunday was
the line
brutal.
was like 3 hours long and they kept selling out of stuff. So, um, not the best situation. If you were a person who went there and grinded side events and walked away with a few thousand side event tickets, and planned to redeem them all on Sunday for all the stuff you wanted, you had a bad time because most of that stuff was gone and purchased by people who just kind of skipped the line by spending money, which is a bummer. Like
Mm.
I think that they could have solved this in about 100 different ways. Um, and I guess I'll preface this by saying I think that like they understand that there were issues here and that these problems are not going to exist next year. Um, but they definitely existed this year, and like we heard a lot of people talk about it when we were there.
Yeah, so I actually wonder. So the issue with not having the side event tickets for people to be able to get and use on day one made them do the thing where you can trade in tickets, and I feel like once they let someone do that, they felt like they needed to
Kind of
let
opened the
everybody
floodgates.
do it, and it kind of just like ruined it for the rest of the event. Do you think? Do you think that's true? Do you think like they only did it because they allowed people to do it on the first day, so they felt like they had to?
I think that they probably were always planning on doing it on Sunday so that people didn't have to walk away with side event tickets that they couldn't use. Um, I guess my thinking was like, why even bother with side event tickets in the first place? Like, just let people pay cash for events. Like,
Yeah,
maybe they were doing it to save time so that like you didn't have to
wait.
swipe a card every time you wanted to enter an event. You could just swap your tickets, and it
Mhm.
shaves off some time in terms of getting the pod set up. But um, it like I mean, in the realm of things that they could do to improve things, I think like actually having physical side event tickets is a huge mistake and is not necessary. I think like all of the badges had QR codes that like you didn't really use. Like I think the thing that would make the most sense is if everybody just had like a digital account, where
Which they
you
had on their badge, right? The QR
yeah.
code.
Yeah. You had a QR code on your badge. Like where either I think they could do two things. Like you either scan your QR code to redeem stuff at the prize wall, or what I think would be even better if they could manage this is just have everything in an app, or on a website where you have an account that is accruing prize wall points or whatever, based on your performance and side events, and you basically buy whatever you want off the prize wall on your phone that has real time inventory data, and then you just go up to the prize wall and redeem the stuff that you already purchased from your phone. Like it
Mhm.
gives you a QR code that you scan, and then somebody like then they have to have people there packaging orders basically and then handing out orders, rather than having people like you know get in front of the prize wall ticket line, spend 20 minutes looking at everything, figuring out what they want, and then like that it just takes a ton of time, is not very efficient. Like if they had everything on your phone where you could like basically like build your cart and then check out and then just go up to the prize wall booth or whatever and then redeem it. Like that kind of system would save so much time, so many headaches. We won't have these like 3 hour long lines of people trying to like get the
Mhm.
stuff that they were after. Um, so I hope that they move to a system like that next year, because I think something like that would go a lot smoother. But um, yeah, it was kind of rough this year. Like I had a couple of friends who like were stuck in line for. I mean, even Jim was in line for like 2 hours on Sunday waiting for
And he
stuff.
did it. He did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
delivered coffee to him in line and said, "Thanks, buddy."
I will say, for every bad thing, there was at least one good thing that they did. So, like, we weren't able when we checked in to get our badges, we couldn't get our side event tickets because they didn't have enough. But when we did get them, they gave us 500 prize wall tickets in compensation for not having been able to pick them up. So that's kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah.
500 is not nothing. Um, and then day one, before we even got to the prize wall, they moved the Luke and Vader showcases from 5,000
Yeah, we didn't
apiece to 5,000 together, which is
yeah, we didn't talk about that.
way more attainable if you're not doing this whole buy them
Yeah,
strategy.
just
Mhm.
purchase them.
It kind of made it a little redundant for some people, but ignoring that, the fact that they listened to our complaints about how like unattainable these things were, is really, I think, good.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
that was a huge deal. Like I you just imagine like how many more prize wall tickets people needed to get both of those showcases, and that was the thing that most people wanted to get. Like it yeah, I don't know. I feel like it took a lot of pressure off of the event for people.
Yeah, imagine like there's a world where we weren't able to just buy the stuff, and they kept it at 5,000 apiece. There'd be people walking home with just one showcase
Yeah.
from Worlds. It's like we got to walk away with so many promos and mats, which I think that's how it should be. We got to
Mhm.
walk away with so much stuff. And it's all still valuable, even though the amount of stuff that people like, they sold out of so many of those promos and mats and stuff that they had to bring in like they brought in regionals mats and stuff to like
Yeah.
fill fill the stock or the inventory because they were running out of stuff. And all this stuff is still valuable. Like it's totally worth the effort of getting them.
Mhm.
So I prefer the extreme that we got this year, where we got to walk away with 25 promos, some promo packs, formats, like compared to walking away with one Vader showcase. Like I like this alternate universe more than the other one,
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
even if they're worth less than what they would have been. Like Vader and Luke would have been so expensive because of how impossible it would have been to get them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still think that those are good like value. Like that's the only chance to get them. They're the set one
For sure.
starter deck leaders. It's the very first Luke and Vader showcases.
Yep.
Like those things are good, like long
Well,
term value.
no, we had Luke and Vader
Well,
pilot
yeah,
showcases.
I get it. You can count those, I guess. But like first set Luke and Vader, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, it wasn't the first showcases, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, so I think that part was really great. Is being able to like post a picture of all the stuff you got and
yeah.
feeling like you actually
It, I,
got
it's
value of
really good
going.
marketing for them, right?
Yeah.
It's like if people who went feel like it was really valuable to go, they tell all their friends next year, "Hey, you got to go to this. You're going to get some awesome,
Yeah.
swag to bring home."
Now, here's a question I have for you. People have posted online about having the QR code where you're limited to an amount of stuff. Do you think they should limit how many of a card you should get? Like, what if I wanted to buy 6 Mace Windu's, but I'm limited to 3? Like, what if I wanted to be
Hmm.
able to run 3 Maces in a deck and then have one for my Twin Sons deck and then have one for my other Twin Sons deck because I'm just going to build a bunch of Mace Windu Twin Sons decks? Like,
I think that they don't need limits as long as you can't just straight up buy prize tickets. Like if the uh if it was self-limited by the system that they set up, as I assume they intended it to be, then you probably don't need limits. But if you can just straight up buy prize tickets, then it should be limited so that somebody can't just buy out everything.
yeah, I agree. So you don't think if next year they fix all this stuff, you don't think there should be limits on how many of a certain item you can get?
If there are limits, the limit should be really high, like 15 per card or like 10 per card or something like that.
Okay.
To where like a normal player, like theoretically, like maybe you want Mace for 3 different decks, like, and you want a full
Yeah.
play set for 3 different decks, like that seems fairly reasonable, compared to like I want to buy 1,500 Maces.
Right.
So yeah, yeah, somewhere between 1 and 3 play sets of a card should be the limit. Probably more than one, like somewhere between 2 and 3 play sets, but not like if you're doing it to build inventory, that's obviously not appropriate. So
Mm.
yeah,
I don't have anything to add outside of just it feels like the overall sentiment from the community has been yes, there's frustration. It's obvious things that didn't work, but obviously these things could be fixed for the future too. Like
yeah,
it's
like
one of
let's
those first
acknowledge,
time in a new place, biggest event
yeah,
they've ever done
yeah, very
with
first time. Like I
yeah.
I think it went incredibly well for it being the very first time. Like a lot of these issues are things that you know are problems that cascaded from smaller problems or are things that
Mhm.
they didn't necessarily know ahead of time or didn't prepare for, which like I kind of forgive that this time. If we have the same problems next time, totally different story. Like then I feel like it's way more justified to be mad. um like I completely understand being frustrated if you got like screwed by this, but it's hard for me as a person like looking at the situation to like be that upset because I understand like what went into it. Some other like smaller things like I think that the prize wall and the side events should be on a completely separate side of the event hall than the
Yeah.
main event because that whole area was so congested with people.
Yes.
Um, It just didn't make any sense. And like there was so
Yeah.
much open, empty space on the other side of the event.
Uh-huh.
And it also makes sense to like separate
It,
the sort of like casual side event stuff from like the more competitive, like, like they
I
had it, the event set up in like collect, compete, whatever the other one is.
connect.
Connect, there it is. But like, I don't know, having
A
all
lot
that
of dead
compete stuff
space.
in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, yeah,
Yeah,
little too
I
much.
told and part of it they were closing that one side of the hall at like 5 p.m. or whatever
Yeah,
every day.
that
That
sucked.
that felt bad. Like I just have to say like that was the thing that frustrated me even more cuz so much of the event stuff is happening you can't even go over there. So I think they need to reevaluate that. I don't know if that's a staffing issue or whatever it is, but I think they should make more use of the whole hall, like spread it all out. Like even there were times I was doing pods where we couldn't find a place to do a place to sit to do our pod,
Yeah.
because there were so many different things happening, and we were just sitting there. I'm like, there's so much extra space here. Like, why is it hard to find a place to just do a pod? So I think they need to yeah spread the spread it, use the space. I
Yeah,
think that would be really
it
cool.
kind like it didn't make sense to me that like they have this connect space and stuff with like this chill zone and everything, and like the people who are actually playing all day can't actually use it. Like, it's the fact I had the same complaint about regionals. It's like once the main event is done, it's like you're kind of just kicked out. There's nothing to do. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, if they had kept the vendors open after the event, like if the vendors were open until like 8 or 9, I feel like people would have went and bought cards after they were playing all day, right? It's like
Yeah.
I feel like that was a bit of a missed opportunity, and like I wanted more space to be able to just hang out and like do the other stuff that like you don't have the time to do during the day because you're busy doing like side events or
Yep.
watching panels or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's still two more things that we haven't talked about that I think were complaints. Uh, One, the VIPs getting mats, which we'll talk about
Mm.
after the next one. The next one is day one side event line was like 4 hours
Oh
long.
yeah, yeah. That was
Like,
problematic.
how did that happen?
Yeah, they did not have that line structured very well, and also I think Melee was having issues, and also I think that there were issues with like side event tickets and stuff like that, and people having to pay for stuff. So like a lot of different issues cascaded on top of each other.
Right. I think like Mike said, it took like one domino to fall, and then it started affecting all the other dominoes, and it's like hard to narrow down one thing. But uh, but like if I'm looking at this from FFG, it's like okay, the demand for side events day one is going to be massive if people are trying to get these prize wall items,
Yeah.
and um yeah, I mean that's when okay, perfect example on Friday I hosted a panel and nobody wanted to go to the panel because it's like day one and
Yeah.
like you want to start grinding for tickets.
Or
On
you're playing in
Sunday,
the
I
main
hosted a
event.
panel,
One
or
of the 1,900 people playing on a Friday main event.
also true. And on Sunday, the hosted a panel and it was completely full. I mean, standing room only, every single chair. It was like, and people were getting denied entry to some panels because so like even some of that, I don't know. Like there needs to be some incentive. Like I wonder even just with the panels, I wonder if they could have like if there was some level of like you got prize wall tickets or
I
something
think I
just to
think
spread it out.
I think the easiest way to do it would be no panels on Friday because everybody's busy doing other stuff, main event, stuff like that. And the panels should start later in the day, like
Mhm.
after people are done doing events. Like give people something to do after the event hall closes and
Yes,
after like
especially after
cuz
they
it like
close the like.
the connect
w-
space.
Yeah,
And they close it at 6, so it's not like they're closing at, like late. Like it's Vegas. People are staying up until like, 11 midnight. Like you could do panels from like 6 to 8 and it'd be
Hmm.
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
And probably get a lot more attendance. Um the other thing was like they the messaging from different people who worked there was super mixed. Like uh I don't know who was with me. I don't remember, but I went up to like the front of one of the side event lines. I still don't know how that all worked. And I asked the guy like, "Hey, like if I wanted to play Twin Sons, like, or if I wanted to draft one or the other, I don't remember. Like, do I need 8 people with me, or do I just like wait in line and get a pod that way. And he was like, well, if you have 8 people, you can just come up to me and I'll like seat you guys now. And then once I had 8 people, went up to this other person. This other person asked like what we were doing, this other worker, and I said something like, "Yeah, like I've got 8 people, so we can just get seated, right?" And she was like, "Absolutely not!" Like blah blah blah. She was kind of rude about it, and I was like, "Wait, so like this guy just said that was fine. This other worker is saying that it's absolutely not fine. Like which one is it?" So there was definitely some like bad communication going on between the actual staff. And then, dude, this really pissed me off. I think Jay was with me. They were closing the
Oh yeah.
Connect space like on Sunday, uh, and I wanted to get a picture in front of the X-wing or the TIE fighter with my brother and his girlfriend before they closed it and before we couldn't anymore. And it was like maybe it was either like it was probably 2 minutes before it like technically closed. And they were kicking people out, and I went to go like get a picture with him, and one of the workers like was like, all right, you guys got to get out. And she started like counting down on me like I'm a toddler from like 10. And I'm just like, really? Like, that's what we're doing here? And then I showed her my staff badge because we got staff badges because we were on panels, and she was like, oh, you're fine. And I was like, we had to do that. And just for it to be fine because I have a freaking staff badge. Like it was going to take 30 seconds. Like, I don't know. I get that they want people out of there so they can clean up, but it was just like kind of rude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I agree with all the stuff you guys said about panels and all that. The other thing that really was weird is VIPs got to go in early, and they had an event that only the first 200 people got this special
yeah.
mat. And it's like,
Oh, the
so
league
you're,
play.
yeah,
Yep,
it
the
was
league
league
play.
play.
Yeah, it's the league play.
And the league play was a whole weird thing I didn't understand
I
to
still don't know
begin
how that
with.
works.
But they were basically like, VIPs get this mat for free, and no one else is ever going to have a chance at it. And then the league play was just like free tickets because anytime I went by after the line was gone, it would say league play is closed. So it's like they're just getting tickets and getting a mat for being VIP. Like that was such a weird, bizarre thing. They
Yeah.
shouldn't do the first X when they're allowing VIPs in an hour early. If they do it, they should do it in the standard line or something outside of the event, not inside the event.
Yeah, or they should start it after, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess because then it gave VIPs a chance to like start waiting in line right away. So yeah, that would be the issue. Yeah, that was dumb.
Turns out when you have 3,000 people come to an event, there's a lot of lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
there are
and some
certain
of that-
things
some of
definitely
that-
felt like line simulator 2025.
So, Some of that is like, I don't know. I don't know how you avoid that. I think there needs to be some level of expectation of when you're talking that many people, like there will be lines to some extent.
To some extent is okay. I'm okay
Yeah.
waiting 10 minutes in line, 15 minutes in line.
Yeah.
I'm not okay waiting 2 or 3 hours in line.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
I
go
also
ahead, Jay.
agree that side events, Michael points out in the chat, should go way later than 5 o'clock or
Yes.
6 o'clock. Like, the main event is still going until late 9 o'clock on day one. Like, just do side events until the main event's done, and then
Yep.
kick people out.
Yep.
So
If it's
that
a
kind of thing.
staffing issue, just hire more people. Like that should not be the bottleneck. If it is, like,
Yeah.
people are there to play. They want to be playing. Like if you're in the main event too, like you can't play side events, and that's kind of sad. It's like a lot of those people would probably like to play, afterwards.
They should also 100% just leave the hall open all night. I go to conventions like Dice Tower Con, and they have them in big convention halls like this. And they don't staff it. They just leave the halls open. There's tables and chairs. You bring your own games, and you play all night long
Mhm.
as long as you want. I don't see why cons can't just do that. Like this event. Like, just leave it all open. If the issue is that you have your prize wall there, put the prize wall on a situation where you can lock it up. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
At least that's my
Yep.
opinion on it.
Yep.
All
right,
so,
we're
with
running low
all
on
of the
time.
complaints, I know all the complaints that we've had. Some
They're all
major
fixable.
things that I think I noticed being there that are huge positives is after every single night, starting day one, Friday night, the higher ups, Nico, Corey, they were working all night to fix these issues. They were sending emails at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to players that were there, addressing all the issues that we've had. Like they were there actively listening and actively making changes as the event went on. And by Sunday, I feel like everything was running super smoothly, with the exception of people just buying prize wall tickets and then getting in the prize wall and that being super long. I think everything else was running like incredibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my biggest takeaway, especially after talking with Jim Cartwright, was like they hear the feedback and they actively try to implement like fixes. And that's not something that we always could say about Fantasy Flight.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so like I have no doubt in my mind that like these issues will be, if not fixed, like significantly addressed next time, and even maybe, as soon as the next regional. Like I think that each one of these events are just going to get better and better than the last one, and like that, it feels like that is their mindset, which is really good. Like that's super encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really have zero doubts that they will take all of this feedback and
Oh
there
yeah.
will be adjustments. Like there's not
Mhm.
like and like you said, there's been times where I couldn't say that, but that's not this time.
Yep.
It was still my favorite Star Wars event. It was still my
Yep.
favorite game event that I've ever been a part of.
It was phenomenal.
Yep.
Like top to bottom, had so much fun. Got
Amazing
to hang
weekend.
out with all the other like content creators and people. It was like a like a family reunion
Yeah.
of the nerdiest family on the planet, and I love it. It was so fun. I love getting back and showing pictures of taking pictures by the TIE Fighter and X-wing. I would took a picture with IG-11 with Grogu, and my kids freaked out that it was like the coolest thing they've ever seen.
Nice.
Just all that stuff. So, Larry, we definitely plan on being there next year. We wouldn't miss. And I would go so far as to say, if you play this game in any capacity, you should.
Yeah,
should
you should go.
Come.
It's
Like
so fun.
I came back and I play like I've mentioned this. Like I played Twin Sons with coworkers on Thursdays, and sometimes Twin Sons is all they do with this game. And I told them, I was like, you love this enough that I think you would love this event.
Oh yeah.
It's not for the hyper competitive only. Like it's like one feature of a much larger expo convention.
Yeah, I still have no plans in playing on the main event next year, and
With
I'm absolutely going to play as much Twin Sons as I can.
Yeah.
with the exception of Friday main event, I played more Twin Sons than I did anything else that weekend. Like,
Jay and I played Twin Sons on the floor for like
yeah,
an hour.
a 5-player game,
5-player Twin Sons on the floor against the Bucketheads guys,
and it was
and
awesome.
it was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved it. We didn't even talk about the content creator event. Like that was really fun to hang out with other content creators, hang out with staff, devs. We did like a find a showcase challenge. We just had like a couple cases of set 5 where we just busted packs. Everybody, like, 30 plus people got a
Just
pack.
ripping packs.
We all ripped it at the same time. First one full showcase. What's the showcase on? That was super cool. So the content creator event was fun. We played Marvel Champions in the hotel room like multiple times.
We sure did.
It's a good palate cleanser.
It was a nice like wind down game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was sweet. I didn't even get to experience like everything that the con had to offer. I didn't get to do the pins. I only took a picture with a couple of the props that they had, and they had a ton of props. I didn't get to do the designer duels. We did get some cards signed. So that was cool, meeting some of the artists. I thought that was sweet. Did some shopping. Mike got to do the Build-A-Bear for his son.
Yep. You got a nice friendly Rancor. It was pretty sweet.
I wish I made it over there to do that. I didn't get a chance, and I regret not doing that to bring my daughter back something. But yeah, like there was so much that the con had to offer that we still didn't even get to experience, and we still had a phenomenal time. I think we need to like reiterate. We were talking about the bads for a while there, but like it was amazing, especially for a first event for this game.
Yeah. We've got the dates, right? We've got the place. Like, just start planning because you don't want to miss this next year. Again, just take all of our feedback for what it is. It's just feedback. Um, it's still 100% the greatest event that I've been a part of. That I can't wait to be back. Like, it was awesome, so fun. So
Absolutely.
if I next year I'll make a more conscious effort to touch grass and see the sun.
Yeah.
That I need more sun next time we go. But besides that, yeah, great event. So, okay, I think we have to close it out, right, Jay?
Yeah, we're pretty close. We got 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, I know you got a clock, so that's all I got. Anything else you guys want to hit before we?
There's probably stuff that we missed
Oh, yeah,
because it
definitely.
was such a big event and so many things to talk about. But maybe we'll remember them next time.
Yeah. Shout out to the
Maybe.
Bucketheads for letting us use their live
Yes.
setup to record the podcast that's dropping
Yeah.
today.
2 days
2
ago.
days ago for people that aren't watching it live. Here's your reminder to join the mock crew. Yeah. Shout out to all the content creators we got to hang out with. Shout out to all of the fans of the show we got to hang out with. Friday night we did
Yeah.
a little hangout.
We should put another call
Here's a
out for that picture.
PSA. Yeah, something. Or
if anybody has a picture of all of us, send it to us because we don't know where it went.
Yes.
The working theory is we handed Mike's phone to a stranger to take a picture, and either
And
that
he just
stranger was
didn't
playing
take
a prank
it.
or doesn't know how to take a picture on an iPhone. Maybe he's one of those like Android people that just doesn't know where the buttons are.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird
Crazy.
because I have literally 0 photos from that day on my phone.
Yeah, that's
None.
true.
Not a single photo.
So the prank was also delete all the other photos.
Yeah, it might have been. I don't even
'Cause
remember if I
a
took
ton
other
of
pictures
photos.
or not.
And I was gonna hand him my phone. I was like, you know what, Mike's phone's a little better, so we'll let him take Mike's phone. Now I regret it because I would have checked for that picture immediately.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
Maybe. I don't know. It might be somewhere. Might be somewhere.
The kid of the artist director. I mean, we can find out.
Yeah,
What's his name in
ask
chat?
him.
I don't know. Tragic.
Yeah, that was
Tragedy.
tragic.
I don't remember.
R.I.P.
All right. Well, maybe we can get Jim to do a solo video of his experience. Say, all right, buddy. All right, dude.
Unplayable needs to host a Twin Suns tournament next year. Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Except it you win
the
points
tournament
for not
would just
winning.
be hanging out. Like
yeah.
By tournament it would just be come hang out in this place.
The winner is whoever does the coolest thing in the game and you advance to
there you go.
the next thing.
Yeah.
And everybody has to vote.
Yeah. D has to lose. And that's it. That's the game.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this one. We've got so much content. Don't forget to check out our State of the Spoon Yen address with Jim Cartwright. I don't know if that's coming out before this or after this.
I don't know either. It depends on if I can finish editing it before or not.
And also,
but that was a sweet interview, and we are grateful that Jim always takes time to do that annually with us and only us, which is such an honor to do that. So,
amen.
A lot of good stuff in there.
Everyone joined the Unplayable team as well. So, do that.
Yep.
That's right. All right, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.